Okay, so, I'm gonna leave the camera here. I'm just fishing in the background. I'm gonna make sure it AFKs, while I do this. So, here we go. It's been a week, man. It's been a week in this game. This game has been awesome. Truly, 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 truly awesome. I'm gonna turn all this stuff off. Normally this stuff is on for my stream. If you wanna come by the stream, it's, twitch.whetstones. Whetstones, sorry. I'll change that to an S eventually, but twitch.whetstone. And I'm going to release this on YouTube in one take. And these are my opinions on the game after a week. I'm going to turn all of this other stuff off. It'll turn back on when we finish this part. But we're doing this in one go. To the best of my ability, here we go. I love this game. Straight up. You guys have an insane game. It's so fun. The graphics are great. It's beautiful. The engine works pretty well. Needs to be optimized. I'm running this game on a $4,000 brand new PC that I just bought like a month ago with top of the line everything. And I'm crashing. That's a problem. It's an alpha. I do understand it's not optimized. I understand beta. I understand. I get it. But you guys, like, I'm crashing with top of the line AMD and Radeon graphics cards and stuff. Like, that's bad. I'm only running OBS, Twitch Manager, Spotify, Discord, and the game. And all of my specs are in my about. I will put those with my YouTube. I'll put something with it on the side here when I do this. And I pre go back. That's the only edit I'm going to do. But here we go. This game is really fun. This game is like really fun. I really love it. I come from RuneScape. RuneScape is, in my opinion, the gold standard. RuneScape and WoW are your gold standards of MMOs. They have been. There is a reason. The joke has always been which one is better. They're the kings of MMOs. And I think actually RuneScape is currently winning. Evidenced by Guzu, Shoben, Soda Pop, huge names going over to RuneScape and trying old-school RuneScape because WoW is struggling. And that's what brought me here. Those players came over, and I saw Guzu playing a blind run of the game that I love. The game that I have played since I was a child. Like, literally a child. I sat in this chair. This is my dad's old room. I sat here on the old computer when my dad had a computer. And I played RuneScape on that. I am now playing your game on my brand new computer here. It's weird, but it's cool. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted an evolved version of my game that I played, and I heard about this game. I heard amazing things. I heard about these caravans that travel between cities that you can attack, that are PvP, and they store gold. And that sounded so cool. But I haven't done that in the game yet. It's hard. I have no idea where that is. I've heard of it, but the game doesn't show it to me. I've heard of pirate ships and seafaring and PvP on ships. Haven't seen it. I have heard of raiding, and I've seen these cool raids. I really want to go in them. I'm level 13. I got congratulated on getting to level 10. I know I'm a noob, but I go to this place that's like really close to like kind of where the starting area is, and it's crazy hard. There's no way I'm going in there solo. So I need friends. Okay, that's 4-star. That's debatable. And then start looking for other places to go. The quests, they're fun, but there isn't much help. And that was confusing, and that needs some work. What else? But overall, like, it's really fun. It's a really good game. You need main quest lines. There doesn't seem to be a main quest line. This is kind of garbage. Unlocking and certifying is kind of garbage. This stuff should just auto happen. Like the fact that I have to go to some shop right now and go unlock that's just really weird. And also, I'm going to talk about progression in this game, and that's where I'm probably going to spend the most time. Because I'm a skiller in RuneScape, and I'm a noob in RuneScape. I'll just say it, I don't have an Inferno cape. I'm a max player with a Fire cape that has like 36 million Slayer experience. If you know what that is, and the players that see this or have heard of that know what that is, I'm a noob. I'm considered like a noob, like casual, like a filthy casual, bro. And this leveling took me 70 hours to get to this point of hardcore grinding. And I am worth 2 buckaroo. 2 buckaroo, bro. My bank is not that much. I got like a few legendary items. I got like some like really basic level gear. This game is slow. And the progression is really slow. To a new player, that's kind of a turnoff. And that's a problem. I thought by doing this, I'd make this. So I could get this. That's the usual progression of MMOs. But I got stopped at this. When I did this into this to sell it like I normally would in any other MMO, and I got here, I went down. That's a problem. No. No. Even if I went here, I'm losing items in the process here. So I'm still losing a lot of value. And I understand gold sinks. But in the early levels, it's so punishing. And that has required me to spend many hours in early areas and not be able to go explore this game. Within a week of going into a game and spending, like, legitimately 70 hours in your game, I could beat some other games in that time, probably. Like, back in, COD days, like, FPS games, I still have consoles out there that I play. And consoles is my other side of gaming that I play. It's 70 hours, but that's a long time. And I feel like I've gone nowhere in this game. I can't go to big bosses. I haven't even seen one. I've seen one dungeon because I went looking for one. And I saw a level 25 doggo standing outside of it with 25,000 HP, and I'm over here with 1,300, and I'm level 13. My gear feels so weak compared to everything else in the game. And I don't have this large group of friends. Yeah, I could go join a guild, but then what? Am I going to get carried by a bunch of max players? Is that fun? Okay, I have to go find a group of other people that are my level. Okay, so I thought that. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I'm streaming this. I'm on YouTube. I'll go make a guild. And this was my interaction last night. I'm going to say this could have been a coincidence, but it just feels weird. And I'm just going to say this once, and I don't want drama from it. I'm not calling shots. I'm not trying to say names. I'm not trying to say anybody out. I'm not putting any names out. But when I went to, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to make a guild. Fine. All right, I need better access to resources. I need friends. I haven't seen this guild stuff in the game. Let's go explore this part of the game, right? I'm gonna go do this on my Saturday. I walked up to this boss in the morning, couldn't do it. Got absolutely wrecked. Even though one of the guys in the stream came over and said, hey, let's go up there and kind of kill these mushrooms and help you. Still couldn't do it, really. And I was like, damn, this is not possible. All right, we need a lot of people. I got a plan for this shit. But this is like a level, like, basic area dungeon. How? How am I expected to do that as a casual player? Like, I only have time to play this much right now because my father passed away in August. And I'm taking time off the game to play. And I said I want to dive into an MMO, and I chose this game. So, by the end of this year, I need to go back to the professional world, and I won't be able to play 70 hours in a week. And in 70 hours, bro, this game's hard. This game's really hard if you aren't looking up guides and trying to do it, and it's really grindy, and you feel like you're going backwards. But the interaction I had is I went and tried to make a guild. I was like, let's do it. Let's build a group. Let's build a guild. And I put myself, and I got a name. I built myself a guild. I invited the gentleman that was with us, and we called it Shepherds of the Lost because I played blind, and that was a whole cool idea, right? And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go explore. Oh, there's settlements. Oh, there's settlements that are not taken? Oh, that's really dope. We can take a settlement. So I asked the people in my Twitch stream, hey, wait a second. So, because I'm playing blind, I did want to ask a few questions sometimes to make sure I'm understanding the game correctly, because the game doesn't explain it very well. And I asked, okay, so if I go to this settlement way out here in the middle of nowhere, and I take it, and I go to level this thing, can we do it? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So I spend an hour. This game is huge, by the way. This game is huge. It's beautiful, but it's huge. But it's amazing. There's no fast travel. I'll talk about that later. Holy cow, there's so much to talk about. But then I get there, and it's level 1, and I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just going to talk in the chat about how we're going to do this. And so I go out, and I'm starting chopping some trees, and it levels up. And it's a random occurrence. I felt like this was either a random occurrence and it leveled, and I either ticked the last few XP of that giant XP bar and got very lucky. Or what happened is somebody told me that it takes an Intrepid mod to level a city because they are broken. I don't know which is true. I don't want to know the answer, and I don't want drama. It's like straight up. I'm just showing you and telling you what happened. So then I'm like, okay, that's level 2. Holy shit, we can do stuff here. Let's go. I'm like super excited. I go out to farm. I come back with a thing of farm. And all of a sudden, a group of max players is standing there. I'm like, oh, hi. Cool. Maybe these are people that want to help. They saw it go to level 2, and they said, we're going to take it. So that was my first interaction with a shark in the water. And I said, whoa. Bro, this is an alpha. You're a bunch of max players, and you just saw this go to level 2, and you said, I'm going to just come take this. That's punching down, man. And that's not what you need to be doing, especially to somebody like me that's trying to come to your game and just actually explore your game and explore your world and dive into your world. And it hurt me. It literally, if you look at the... I think my past broadcast is deleted, and I'm glad it is, because the end of my stream yesterday was painful. I'm usually very excited, very energetic, and I was hurt. I was just hurt, and I still am. It warned me. And that made me go, okay, this game's got some problems. And that's when I went to go look at what the other issues are. So I took off the blinders. Let's call them those. So, and I noticed a few of these things on myself. Not casual friendly. Progression is unbelievably slow. Crafting is broken. It doesn't make sense. I don't get my... it just doesn't make sense to me. There's no real explanation of how you're supposed to get there. There's so many items to craft, and there's no explanation of what to do with those items. The level progression in areas is very weird, and I don't understand it. The quest lines don't seem to match up at all. From what I've understood so far of the game, they don't seem to go in a chronological order. It's not like the initial one's like, here's the first 5, and then you have this line to go on. Here are the 5 lines to go on. Have your... Or there's 45 lines. You know, whatever you want to be. We don't have that yet. I know it's alpha. I know, and I understand all of this. But still. And... those are problems. The economy is a problem. Like, I got to Jova. That was my first city. But I couldn't sell copper worth... jack diddly, dude! I had so much copper, and I couldn't do jack diddly with that. I put it on that market, and it didn't sell. It's still sitting there, bro. My zinc sold, but I found out that there's supposedly been maybe some exploits. And I don't know if it's true or not, but if there is those levels of exploits for static spawns, that's gonna go. Because I noticed it too, where certain trees were certain levels, and I was like, wait a second, that tree keeps giving me like high-level stuff. I personally noticed the static spawn, and then I got told about it. Like it was in the morning, I was kind of farming, and I was like, why is this tree this area? Because I was just AFK farming on like trees while I was cleaning it in here actually. And I just kept clicking a tree and I was sweeping. And I was like, why does this area keep giving me this? And I noticed, and I was like, oh, okay. And then somebody told me that stacks. That's not good. Guilds are awesome. All is fair in love and war. I love the idea of it. I love the idea of mastering cities, but it needs to work. It needs to work. Why are we adding more stuff to the game in the next... I haven't read the next update. That's the only thing I didn't go non-blind on. I still want to be blind, but I just looked at problems. Because I wanted to confirm what I thought was happening. And the economy seems pretty broken. I think there's a huge drop-off in player base. Obviously, Twitch, I noticed that there's not a lot of people playing the game. Or at least streaming the game. I don't think there's many people. I think there's a lot of alts. I think I've noticed what I've seen are alts. Just fishing alts or woodcutting alts. And that's... I hope that the next update brings the player base back. I hope that the player base is just drained down because of the next update and the potential for it to wipe. But yeah, this is kind of been my opinion, though. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I really do love the game. I might have been kind of negative there for the last like 5 minutes. But the game is fun. The progression needs to be better for early levels. I haven't even gotten to mid or higher tier levels, and I don't know what that looks like. And I didn't take blinders off there. And then I don't know what that looks like yet, but I haven't even gotten there, and that's a lot, dude. That's hard. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of experience and a lot of grinding, man. If I wanted to try to get these processing skills like I've done with this, that's a lot of ore. That's a lot of stone. That's a lot of farming that I've got to do. The thing is, though, I've got to also sell that for gold. And the resources that I'm getting aren't trading well on an open market. So I'm forced to go to a vendor. But then I'm just depreciating. So my farming is depreciating, and I'm just wasting time. And to a new player, that feels really bad. Like, I know this fish right now, okay, cool, I can maybe go cook it. I haven't cooked any fish, actually. It's one of the only things I haven't done in the game. I haven't done cook. I've just used fishing as an AFK thing to actually go for money. Like, just free AFK a little bit of money. It doesn't sell for, like, anything, but at least it's something. Because money is so hard to come by. And mobs are really hard to kill. As just a solo player. That really doesn't know what they're doing. But otherwise, dude, I really do. I think this game is cool. This stuff needs to be fixed. I love that there's different resource bags, but, like, okay, I have 43 here, but I can't bank 43. Doesn't make any sense. The bank needs to be, also bank all needs to be a thing, or withdraw X. It needs to be a lot easier, it needs to be a lot more feasible. Banking needs to be a lot cleaner. I don't want to play Tetris while I'm banking. That's obnoxious. That's all I'll say about banking, is it needs to be clean. This is a cool system. I like the Grand Exchange mailing system, basically. That's kind of how we have in RuneScape. I like that. I like all of this. I like the inventories. I like the materials. I like the you can't really bring it back as much stuff. I like that. I like the limited inventory. I've played with only 28 slots my entire life. I'm okay with that. I like that you can extend it, and I bet you I can level these up. Like, okay, and they get bigger, That's cool. But then I still can't probably bank it. I saw that I can only get more bank spaces. I don't know if I can unlock more bank. But the banking is a problem, dude. And because I have to go for so many resources and sell them to vendors to make money, I need bank space, and I need quick banking. Otherwise, I'm sitting there playing Tetris. I don't want to play Tetris, man. No, like, it is 2025, bank all, remove all. Like, go look at RuneScape's banking system. It's so easy. Go look at WoW's banking system, please. I know you can get more bank space and buy more bank space. I saw that. And I saw that you get more as a citizen. And I know that we don't want guiding, and I know that too. And it's not casual friendly, and it isn't. And I agree with you, Thogel. It is not casual friendly, but this system doesn't work. I am going backwards most of my time. To get to this gear, dude, some of this stuff, like in the weaponsmithing. Like, let's say, okay, not that. Let's say I'm a mage, right? And I want my wand. I have to make, like, so many of these wands to just get this level up. To potentially make, I might have the recipe, you know what I mean? Or find the recipe, but I might not be able to make this, you know what I mean? It might take, like, a certain, apprentice lumber milling. And some of it feels like right there, some of it feels like that's gonna be a long time. Like a really long time for a casual player. That's not with like a big group and farming a big group's resources. And I understand that the game is meant to be played in groups, and maybe I'm not meant for this game. But it doesn't seem like the grouping is working. The cities aren't built. Nobody built them. There's only a couple. The groups don't work. The game... So you know what I mean? Like, let's open this map. And this is what I mean. And I'm not trying to be negative, but there are problems. And I feel them. I'm going to go explore the game. I'm going to play the game for the next 60 days. I'm still going to do what I'm doing. Like, don't get in. It's not stopping. But like, brother. Seldom XP, 22. Level 1. People have barely been here. Level 0. Nothing. I know it's alpha. But, like, there's not enough people to fill the game. There's not enough players. We're all condensed to this region of the game right now. Or up here, I think. I haven't been much up here. I know this is the dwarf regions. And I have no idea if there's anything out here. I can't even get out here yet. I want to, but I can't. And supposedly, the ships ain't even out here yet. They're coming in the update. So that's confusing because that's like one of the things they promise and like still in trailers and stuff. You know what I mean? So overall, though, I think the game is built well, but we're kind of stuck to this area. I haven't explored down here or out here, and that's kind of my plan for today. Is I'm gonna go to the the furthest place and call it home again. And you know what? If the people gotta level it, it's a rank 1. I'm just gonna go explore some areas, some points of interest. Maybe I take over this one, and the Apothecarium Dreadmire, or whatever the hell that is, or the Gypsum Outpost, because I like mining, and my dad's, was a geologist. So maybe this is where I go, and I get a harbor. Maybe I go here because I like fish, I like water, I like mining. Maybe I go here, and this is my new settlement place. Maybe this is where I go make level 2 again, and I gotta go do some work. So that's kind of the plan for me. The next week is explore, get to level 25, go kill mobs, go explore the rest of the game, maybe engage in some PvP 1v1s or something, try to explore the rest of the game, and see how much I like the rest of the game. I don't like that there's aspects of punching down that exist. I don't like that there's aspects of potentially a lot of gold selling and botting and ulting. That's really scary. Ulting I'm okay with, but the other three, really. And then now let's talk about everything that's really good in this game. I've been negative for a while, but there are a shit ton of positives. And I think this community is really negative. I wanted to get all the negative stuff, like, out of the way. So here's all the positives. Like, first off, your game is damn gorgeous. Like, it's stunning, dude. I love it. I think it's really good looking. There's... like, this character modeling, it's pretty. I don't like that my hair changes when it legs out, but that's okay. I think that you have a lot of awesome availability of gear. I love that. I love that I can put earrings on. I love that it's, detailed. I love that I've seen other colors. I haven't seen that much gear personally yet. I love that there's a lot of detail here. I haven't been able to get into this yet. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of detail in this game. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing about this game. There's so much detail, and I love it. I love the complexity, don't get me wrong. But with the complexity, it does need to give you some reward, some dopamine. Mer HRK. Well, thank you for the follow. Hello. So the good things about this game, dude. This game, like I said, it's stunning. The graphics are beautiful. The sound design is beautiful. It feels really clean when it's not lagging. Combat feels pretty good so far against mobs. Mobs are a little bit powerful. I'm maybe just a noob and I'm bad with WSAD because it's my first time playing. But mobs feel pretty cool. I don't really know how drops work yet, so I can't speak on drops. I can't speak on raids because I haven't been in one. I can't speak on dungeons, haven't been in one. I can't speak on PvP, haven't been in it. So what I do like is the way it feels, the way it plays. I do like the way the processing works. I do like the combat. I do like the exploration. I like how big it is. I actually like that there's no fast travel. I like that you do have to run everywhere. It is slow as shit. And I can't believe that there's another continent coming, baby. Holy moly. There's going to be a day when the full game is released. Maybe. Hopefully. And somebody needs to race from one side to the other on the base level mount and see how long it takes. If you can. Because it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be like 3 hours. I'm pretty sure it's already like a straight up hour to go from top of map to bottom of map just on a mount. Just running. For me at least right now. So, but no, that's cool. I like fast travel. Sorry, no fast travel. I like that it's very complicated for progressions. I like that there's a lot of items. I like that there's a lot of different ways and gear that you can build. I like that. I actually really like the idea of the caravans. I like the idea of the purple zones that keep spawning. I haven't gone to one yet. I do like this idea. But I think there needs to be limits on group size. I've seen stuff like this in RuneScape become a problem. I don't know if there is a world boss yet. If there is, I haven't seen how it works yet, so I can't speak on it yet. I wish that more people were more spread out and the cities were easier to know that they were working or know that they were going. But it's a cool map. I do like the idea that the water is PvP. I can't wait to engage with that. I can't wait to engage with the desert. Oh, I love this, the season. I love that idea. I love that it cycles between night and day. I love the way that the trees and the environment changes. The game feels correct. I love that rocks spawn by water. I love that the game does the small stuff right. It does a lot of the really small stuff right. And that's good. It's got some of those core mechanics. I don't know how fledged out those are in the rest of the game, but I think if it was, it'd be pretty clean. I think the grouping thing sounds cool. I think the idea of having politics in a game sounds really crazy. Like, where is this? This diplomacy and citizenship stuff, this sounds kind of really sick, but it needs to work. And I've heard it doesn't. I haven't explored it personally. I just joined Winstead because that, that's the main city. That's where everybody trades. I guess that's where we're going, baby. That's where we're joining. Diplomacy, haven't touched it yet. I do think those are both really good things in the game. I think both of those would be really great in the game. But it's... And supposedly we're going to level 50? Not level 25? Damn. Damn, bro. Getting big. Game's meant to take years, But other than that, that's really all I got to say. I can't wait to make another class if they're going to wipe us. I really actually hope they do wipe us. I think they should wipe the game. If they're going to release this huge update on the 18th, I actually do hope it is a wipe. If the economy is truly broken already, it needs to be wiped. It's going to get wiped before beta and before, the full release anyways. So we just need to not be pussies and just deal with a wipe. Go get your shit back. Supposedly it's already really easy to get, so... supposedly there's guides and ways to just get, really fast levels. I don't want that. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to go explore the game. I love the exploring of the game. It's a great game to explore. I don't know if there will be a wipe or not. Supposedly there is. I actually think it should be if the economy is broken. Unless they know how to fix the economy, then... But I think if you're releasing what supposedly is the fix to the cities... Then just start fresh, man. Let everybody go get their new cities. Let the game re-explode, Hype up this update. We've got a month to come. And that's going to be my goal, man. For the rest of the month, I'm going to try to get to the max level. It's my, literally next thing I'm going to work on is just max leveling and getting glint. I'm just going to go power farm some creatures somewhere and just figure out how to power farm. And until I'm max level, and then I'll go quest, and then I'll go work on skills, because it seems like money is the only thing that you need in this game. It's the hardest thing to get, so that's what I'm gonna go do. And I want to get all the skills so I can feel how the full game feels before we potentially do get wiped. But I do want the wipe, and when it wipes, I might make a new class. I'm thinking of making a ranger, or actually this new summoning thing. The rogue sounds really sick. I do love all the classes. I love all the races. I love all the city concepts. I love the way the game feels in terms of its build and its idea of grouping. But I do wish the game was a little more casual friendly and solo friendly. That there does need to be some solo and casual friendly play, because that's the majority of people, honestly. Unless you're just expecting your game to be only hardcore grinders. And I am a hardcore grinder when I want to play gaming. I'll spend my whole Saturday, 18 hours. I'm going to spend today, what time is it? 11? I'm probably going to spend 8-10 hours today doing this, playing this game, and grinding today. And I'll see how far I get. And this is week 2. I'm going to spend week 2 grinding and really trying to get into the game again. And like I said, I'm not giving up. But I'm going to go explore a new city, go explore new places, and go enjoy more of the game, and learn more of the game. I really hope I didn't offend anybody, and I truly mean it. I'm going to look at the camera and say this, so if this cannot get clipped in any way. I do not want to offend anyone. I love this community. The community has been really awesome. I just had a really interesting interaction yesterday that really warned me about the game and made me go learn about it. Overall, though, you guys have a beautiful game. You have a beautiful game. You have a beautiful community. You need to clean up some aspects. We can do that easily. Simple, man. The 18th is coming. Supposedly that's pretty cool. I haven't looked what's in it. I purposely staying blind. I only looked at problems. I literally looked at just the problem Discord part, to see it and confirm my thoughts. And other than that, dude, this game's sick, man. I can't wait to go fish a shark, bro. I want a boat. Intrepid. I want boats. And I want to be a pirate. If I can be, a warrior ranging pirate in my next build, let me tell you I will be. Yar hard, matey. We are going. Because I was a swimmer my entire life. So, you know. And it's PvP. I used to love PvP in RuneScape when I was a kid. And like I said, I was looking for RuneScape with better graphics that felt like Skyrim to an extent. And had, you know, a different combat system. And that's what this game truly is to me. That's what I truly feel this game is to me. And yeah, man, I don't want to offend anyone. I don't mean to offend anyone. I don't want to step on any toes. I just try to give an honest, straight, from the heart, unfiltered thoughts. And there they are. So, do I have anything else to say? I know I ramble like crazy. It's just who I am. We can talk about that later. Yeah, man. Yeah. I suck at WSAD, so that does make the game a lot harder for me. So that definitely was confusing, and this was hard to use at first, and I'm still getting used to using these as well as moving. It's a lot, so it's an information overload. But yeah, I think that sums up what I want to say. I am going to stop the recording before I respond to my Twitch chat. I know they've been talking, and I hope I didn't piss anybody off. I really hope I didn't. But if Intrepid sees this, I guess this is a message directly to the developers. Your game's awesome, guys. Really, it is. It's truly fun. I came over from RuneScape, and yeah, the game is cool. The game is fun. I've loved exploring it. It's been a fun week. It's been 70 hours of rigorous grinding, and there are issues. I had trouble with the community in terms of selling stuff on the open marketplace. Nothing was selling. Getting gold was really hard. So leveling was hard at the start, and that was kind of hard for a new player. But other than that, game's stunning. Fix the lighting though. The clouds, please. Like, for the love of everything, fix the clouds, dude. The clouds are terrible. Other than that, game's great. Game's great. It's stunning. Our community's awesome. There's really kind and awesome people. There are great streamers. They've been so welcoming. I would love to meet all of you at some point if I continue doing what I'm doing, which I'm planning to play this until the end of the year of like just what I'm doing, until I need to maybe go back to the professional world and make that decision. And I'm ready to. Yeah. So, thank you. Thank you for creating a great game. It's been worth the $100, and I can't wait to start week 2. Week 2 is going to be I need to level up. So, thank you very much. I hope you guys have a great update on November 18th. I hope it rolls out well. If you are wiping the server, so be it. If you're not, so be it. I don't want to know. But yeah, I really think you guys have done well. I think your community management seems pretty good. The Discord seems like a great place. I personally can't really explore it that much. But I will with time. Yeah, and I don't mean to offend anyone in anything I've said. I hope my critique makes sense. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, and thank you very much. That's the end of the recording for today. We'll just get straight to the rest of the night. Alrighty.